happened last time?
Rolf has to do the recap since it was his mom.
Okay. Okay. So, after recovering from the rock attack with the assassins, the session before, we get to the Cratula Gardens, and Rolf and his mother go inside with a wild-shaped Ulo, I believe as a mouse, hidden within his armor. And we hear, as we take out the talisman and put our hands over it, we hear Cratula talking to us. And he is not happy with Lady Sertet.
It. Gods are basically genderless.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No worries.
She.
Yeah, it's totally
We'll go with
GM minor detail. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. No, this is important information.
The whole matriarchy thing. But yeah.
She is not happy with Lady Sertet. And is like, oh, you're here again. I thought I warned you last time. And he ends up closing us in there and not letting us leave. And Lady Sertet was able to overpower him in a way that she was able to... yes. She had all the talismans and was able to use those to overpower Bertula in order to open up the tree and get the crown of Sorenmere and all the talismans clicked into place on it, and she put it on her head and became even more powerful. And basically told me that I had to sacrifice myself on this giant thorn, basically, to allow her to leave. And I was like, hell no, I ain't doing that, you're crazy. And she used her mind powers to force Rolf to do it. And he struggled and tried not to, but she slowly but surely was getting him over there. And in the meantime, everyone else was like making awkward small talk with the the mages there. And then what happened? What's her name showed up? The Avatar of Melora, I believe it was.
Yes, indeed.
And she gave her
Valkyrie.
blessing to all of the party, and the Valkyrie showed up, yes, M. And she rips open the portal to the grove. M comes in and saves Ulo and I, and we are given the blessing of Melora as well. We are immune to charm. And then everyone runs in, and we start a fight with Lady Sertet. We see these memories that we had to use against her. One was we learned that my family's not actually noble. Either my grandmother or my mother's grandmother, someone down the line, basically when the last Sertet died, she kind of took up the mantle and no one was the wiser. And there was another where Lady Sertet was working with two other matriarchs to get all the talismans together, and she ends up betraying them and stabbing them in the back and taking all the talismans for herself. And there was another one with my brother, my older brother, Thaddeus, and I find out that he actually died being forced to sacrifice herself the last time she was here and failed to get the crown, to get her to leave. Let's see. And yeah, using those memories against her, we're able to defeat her, and we remove the talismans and return the crown to the tree. And we decide to tie up Lady Sertet and bring her back to Sorenmere to face trial for her crimes.
Beautiful, and that is where we will pick up as you guys exit outside Cthulhu's garden. You find the individual still asleep all around, as you now have the opportunity to take her back. As your mother gives a look around, just because as they all can't come to her aid at this moment, and you guys can begin your half-day journey back home. Is there anything you want to do on that half journey, Jay, back home, or can we just move along? Up to you.
I would want to kind of
Don't let me rush you. Role
spitball.
play,
Yeah.
please. Go.
I wanted to spitball a little with the group.
Yes, please, as this is all going on.
Yeah. A lot to take in, which we just went through.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. I think we stopped a bad thing from happening. I just wonder if it's wise. My instinct is to, as we get back to Sorenmere and tell them what happens, my instinct is to tell them everything, and even the fact that the current Sertets aren't the Sertets, my family. I wonder what that might cause for my family and for the country, and whether it would cause more harm than good.
Well, considering what your mom already did, I mean, you hold all the cards, right? So I think you might be the only person in your family with good standing. I ch- I don't know enough about this country to,
Yeah.
to give you like the best advice, but I think you've followed your heart this whole time, so
Yeah.
maybe just keep doing that.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
I will mention, just from our conversation with Tide, you made it sound like the stealing of those talismans was a fairly capital offense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, you're more knowledgeable about it than us, but it almost sounds like, and I'm not saying this as a way to dissuade you of being honest, but just be aware that your family may be at risk of the harshest punishments.
Yes. Yeah.
And
I think most of them weren't involved.
I mean, at the very least for her, I mean, the way she's treated the nation, she's been a leader of, and I'm like looking straight at her like she can hear all this. Like, I don't think it's unjustified. I mean, she is your mother, so it's your choice as to what's revealed, and I imagine, I kind of look at the rest of the group like, we'll honor whatever you want to reveal, but
Appreciate that. Thank you. That's I guess we just better get there before anything else happens.
Evelyn just watches with contempt for the group. There is who has the highest passive? What is it?
Passive
Probably not
what?
passive.
Perception?
perception. I'm
Mine's
13.
19.
23.
23.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah.
Got 2319.
23.
I mean,
Yeah.
Reed gave the character with fucking ADHD the alert feat, so
Let's go.
No, that's true.
That's actually only in my favor. That works terrifically. For you,
Ooh.
Luke, you notice her. She reminds you of people in the Fey Wilds, of people in your clan, or some even the friends that Glimmerwink would interface with that were always the most crafty, and they tend to be the most observant, and they would set up for later. So you can see she is not, even in defeat, she is continuing to survey and see what she can use to her advantage. She
Yeah.
is listening in. Again, with contempt and passively, but she is not just an aimless, defeated husk.
If I notice that, I'm not going to say anything because she'll probably listen to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you guys return back to the city. Ooh, a schizophrenic for it. Man, I should have played that earlier. But that's
I'll
You're
take
good.
that long rest.
yes, you guys can take a long rest. Yep.
Beautiful.
Sweet. I
Let's
will
go.
take that.
Bell slots.
Love it.
Let's go.
Oh, extra health from leveling up. Love it.
I know, right?
Beautiful. Level 9.
Something.
Didn't
So
have Brokish.
close. I'm so close to triple digits.
And also as you guys were traveling, both I and Ula would have noticed, let's say halfway, multiple rocks in the air were following you guys for a little bit and then tailed off. They flew away.
Rocks.
Yes, just floating
The bird.
ROCs, 100%.
Oh,
Hmm.
my brain did not understand that. Thank you.
Remember the giant thing that attacked
do,
us on the
I
way
do,
here?
I do.
Triangular!
I'm like, just like rocks.
Yeah, yeah, Triangle Man, look at these rocks. What's going on? Why are they following us? Did they throw rocks at shit? I think that was part of one
I
of the
can't
things.
remember.
It's so long. Anyway, you guys, where do you want to return first to? Do you want to go back to House Rasmus or House Sertet territory? Do you want to go to the main kingdom? Do you want to go re-meet House Rasmus? What is your move as you guys re-enter the main borders of Sormi? You were always within the borders. I'm speaking there. You exit out of the
Yeah.
Cthulhian forest, and now you're back to more civilized. Even that's a bit much more urbanized. area.
We enter the city
Yeah.
proper.
Yes.
I think
Is there
we
a
just go straight
centralized court?
to the yeah.
Okay. As you guys lead Evelyn to the centralized court, people are in whispers and talking and like, why is a matriarch being held by a group of adventurers, especially one of which being her son? And she still holds her head high despite this strange
psycho?
being escorted here. And there is a hubbub building more and more as you guys come towards one of the central buildings where a bunch of guards outside look at you and they're like, "Hello, what could we do for you today?"
We bring the perpetrator of the talisman theft as I show all of the talismans.
Their eyes go wide and like immediately people are sprinting, messages are going everywhere. The knight is like, "Oh, okay." Everything goes from like uneasy to super not okay. And everybody is just going crazy in this moment of being like, "Oh, guards are flooding out." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And they arrest all of you. They attempt to. They start putting like handcuffs on all of you guys, depending on how you want to react to them as they're like, "We're Wait
Wall
Wait
of
a
fire
second.
disintegrate.
Let's go! Let's do it. You thought it was gonna be easy. You gotta kill all of Swarmir.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Burn it to the
Well, we
ground.
just got to level up. We're good.
Yeah.
Rolf,
And a long
can you
rest.
clarify? As
Uh,
I'm like resisting a little bit, not like to hurt them, but just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not to get locked into
yeah,
manacles.
sir,
Yep.
this is the party that stopped Lady Sertet. She is the perpetrator.
They're like confused by all this and being like, okay, we have orders just to take everybody in. You're going to go to the
course.
Swarmil Tribunal, and like if you guys will just follow us, everything's fine. We won't need any use for the manacles.
You're right behind you.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. So then you see the other guys are kind of like dumbstruck as they see the talismans. They're like, give us the talismans. You would know not to give the normal guards talismans.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, I will hold on to these till we get.
Maybe we will return them to each of the matriarchs directly.
Yes.
You can see some of them being like, yeah, they totally passed the test. These guys are all right. And other ones being like, I was so close.
Yeah. So yeah, I would actually say, yeah, send for the matriarch so we can return the talismans
right.
to the rightful owners.
So you guys are taken through into the tribunal. It's a nice big area where you have all the houses. I believe it's the 8 house chairs, and they all look down. Each of their emblems are on there, and you guys are put out into the center. It's made for extreme intimidation. Each of the flags are there. Cross, Phoenix, Tarask, Rasmus, Yepa, Sertet. Did I say Cross? Cross?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's only 6 houses. I'm a good boy. Am I 6 houses? I don't know. Only made them. Doesn't matter. They're all there.
All the houses.
All the houses. Harry Potter, did you put your... Okay. We need more intense music now as you guys have this awkward wait as she is put to her knees as you guys are allowed to remain standing. And, tense music.
It's negotiations. Let's go.
We always use intense negotiations. That'd be something else. Magister D. You think that's
That
full
could be
D?
good.
That's way.
2 major.
Origin. Oh, come on.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Got intense talks going. Slowly different entourages show up with each of the matriarchs making their way in. Rolf introduces them to all of you guys, of which you see Valsera Tarask, leader of House Tarask, Morvessa Black, leader of House Black, Lyra Cross, head of House Cross,
No way.
Phoenix. What you? Aurelia Phoenix.
Head of House Phoenix?
Yep, for House Phoenix. I'll cut you.
Yes!
Marith,
Mr. for 2.
Marith Yepa.
Head of House Yepa?
Yes.
Yes!
I
He
get it,
waited.
dude.
He gave you the space that time.
He did.
I'm getting T20 inspiration to myself to hurt Justin.
Wait a minute.
Helena Rasmus shows up, and then
Oh, we
there
know her.
is nobody in Sertet's spot as the matriarch of Sertet, Evelyn, is
Oh, we got
on
her.
her knees in the center. Next to Helena is Tide and her husband, and with some of the other ones, you do see the same deal, that they are next to each other. The interesting thing of note, though, for House Cross, you can see instead of what the mother should have been of House Cross, it is the daughter that has shown up today. But it coincides with the murder of the leader of House Cross, and the murder of a leader of one of the houses was stated, but you guys didn't dig into it. You just went to the end, so it's fine.
Sorry,
You're
we're
here
sorry.
now. Okay. As they're in there, that reverberations, the intensity's there. People, all sorts of knights are here. The doors are locked behind. There's no sense of getting out. You guys hold the talismans, Rolf, you do in your hands. And the one presiding in the authority is Valsira of House Tarask, as she stands regally talking down to the group. I might actually have a
Close my camera for just a moment.
that.
I gotta close my camera for a couple minutes. I will open it back up when it is time.
You looking for the Sorenmere houses?
No. These are mid-journey created shit. It wants me. I'm already know who you know me. I'm good for it. Come on. Know me. Okay, good. Now let me look at my shit. Okay,
He's good for it. He promises he's good for it.
I'm so good for it.
He's got the money.
Come on, Midjourney. I'll give it to you next week, please.
I don't. All right.
Quick, make a snap decision.
Yep, this is the one. Valsira.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ginger. Rolf Sertet and Evelyn Sertet, you have assembled and called to a meeting of all the houses in a time of crisis in which you have claimed to have possession of all the missing house talismans. Please elaborate and inform the houses how you have come into possession of these. And if you do have them, return them immediately to each of the house matriarchs.
I will step up and hold them out. You know, these were taken by my mother, Lady Sertet, in an attempt to take the crown of Sorenmere and take control of the country.
In front of every of the large presiding, like they're not pedestals. I forget what they're called, but they're built like the classic lectern stands. Each of them for each house. There is magical runes on the floor where you can drop the stones and they would rise up to each of the matriarchs without them having to descend down into this area.
Okay,
As
perfect.
you-
As
Mhm.
I'm talking, I will one by one put them into each.
This is a grievous and bold claim. What evidence do you have that such a thing occurred?
I don't know if we have physical evidence, but
House Rasmus cuts in. Helena cuts in, and she just like He has returned each of our talismans, our house talismans, which would have destabilized the entire region, are now back to ours. I think that is proof enough of what has occurred. And then it would be Morvessa cuts in and she goes, that doesn't prove anything whatsoever. All that is proof is he could have been one of the ones to seal it. And why wouldn't he? He has been a son exiled by his own family, comes back with all the stones and his mother in change. I mean, this is not the Sormir way, as one is supposed to give liege to their Luke, what was the name? What was the name?
I don't remember.
I don't either. That's why I'm asking you. I didn't write it all down yet. Whatever that we decided Dane equivalent was, matriarchal
Yeah.
leader, high queen, whatever.
Works.
Yep, that's what we're using for right
Just-
now. Okay. Police Valsira turns back, eyebrow raised. They both make compelling arguments. What is your side of this story?
Well, I guess we can start from the beginning. I was contacted by my family, who I had not spoken to in over a decade, that I was needed at home and they weren't taking no as an answer. And if I did not come, they would send a bounty hunter after me, which, if you know the bounty hunter, you wouldn't say no either. We got there. Lady Sertet instructed me that I would have to go with her the following day to the Cratula Gardens to recharge the talisman. And seemed an easy enough job to do, so I agreed. Although asking around a bit, it seemed suspicious. My father was out of commission. He's sick. But he seemed to remember doing that trip only 5 years prior, which would have been far too recent. Then we had a job we wanted to do at the Cratula Pools, and that's when we asked Tide to allow us the use of his talisman at the pools. When we did so, the talisman disintegrated as it was a fake. And we had no idea where the real one was or what was going on. He went back to his family to figure that out, and it was late, and I had agreed to a job the next morning, so I went to bed. The next day we went to go to the Cratula Pools. I imagine some people knew what was going on, and I looked towards the Phoenixes,
Mm-hmm.
because we were attacked by assassins riding a rock. They were fought off, and we continued the journey. When we got inside the Cratula Gardens, Cratula spoke to us. And
You see a couple of people being like, inside there, I'd say, House Phoenix, Yepa, and Cross are taken back of Cratula directly talking to you, being like, to a man? Like, are you joking? Really?
They're like, yeah,
He's-
right.
he spoke to both of us in unison and spoke of his displeasure for my mother's schemes and how he was not going to allow her to do it. And that's when she revealed that she had every talisman of all of the houses of Sornmere and was able to use that to push him aside for the time being and unlock the crown within the tree. Now we were locked inside the gardens, and she used the power of this crown to attempt to force me to sacrifice myself to open the door. Luckily, my friends, with some help, were able to break in from the other side, and we were able to put a stop to the machinations of my mother. We returned the crown to the tree, and after removing all the talismans, and we have now talismans and my mother here to face judgment.
Can you confirm this part of his story, House Rasmus? Absolutely. It's exactly how I said it earlier, and his story only validates what I was already telling each of the matriarchs prior when we discovered our talismans were stolen. And then I would say it is House Cross. Elira breaks in. You do not have an unbiased take on this. It is well known to all of us your ongoing rivalry with Evelyn. So we must take whatever you say with a grain of salt, as you can see this as an opportunity. Some of the matriarchs are just, hemming and hawing over like, ugh, the young one dares to interrupt and say this and do that. And then it goes back to Valsira interrupts. Evelyn, you have not spoken yet. What do you say? Do you deny these claims? Do you deny these charges against you? All I will say is if you wish to punish me, I will not suffer alone.
I'm not actually saying that. That was just.
Oh, I didn't hear you, whatever you said.
Oh, I just said what the fuck.
You can see there's a little bit on her face, a little bit of strain, and she's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
Oh.
As all the other matriarchs begin to start like chipping in a little bit. It's not breaking out into like shouting and craziness yet, but they all start talking over one another, and she has to restore order for a second as Evelyn gives a slight smirk.
I'll like raise my hand as like I have more to say.
Yes.
I should mention, during our battle, Kurtula was trying to aid us in stopping Lady Sertet, and there were 4 memories that we were able to weaponize against her.
Cutting in, you can see House Rasmus goes, the goddess literally has touched them and shown them visions. She has supported them. This is clear sign of who we should be supporting. As then Morvesa Black enters and goes, they skipped over some interesting details. How does one just enter into the Kurtula Gardens? That is not something none of us can do without our talismans. And yet, his story lines up differently that they magically got inside there. How does one do that? Where did that come from?
I raise up my stony arm.
And you see Valsira give a nod towards you.
I may not be of this land, and so you're willing to take what I say as cautiously as you do, but the only way to enter that garden is through an equally powerful entity. We, believe it or not, were visited by your deity's greatest rival, Malor herself. And she offered, as a way to, in her words, shake up and break up the chaos, cause some chaos on the plans that could destabilize this nation. She offered us a boon to enter this garden and help our companion Rolf stop this plan from moving forward, along with what appeared to be her Valkyrie.
You can see point. Aerith goes, blasphemy! We're gonna now take these people's word as followers of Melora, and help them enter our sacred garden as Aurelia, Lyra, Lyra, and Morvessa Black all begin to agree as Helena starts trying to
the moment she
damage
says followers
control.
of Melora, I say, "Excuse me, Your Grace. I am no follower of Melora. I fought in the Madness Wars a century ago. And if you wish to confirm our story," I kind of look at the group. Do we still have any of that like residue under our eyes?
Yeah, blessing is still on you.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
I'm so mad.
I would say, if you wish to challenge our story, get one of your magical practitioners to identify us. You will see the blessing still remains.
And so some people are like, so Helena's just like, it's clearly like things are okay, but some of them, especially will say, Aurelia goes, but that is exact evidence that you are on the side of Melora, and whatever you say cannot be trusted inside our bounds. You are the complete opposition of our order here.
Oh my god, bro.
My name is Andros Galen. I am a veteran of the Madness Wars. If you wish to confirm my story and know the and confirm the honesty of who I am, reach out to Dawncall. I beg of you.
You see, Marith is like, okay, that's satisfying her a little more. Morvessa leans in and just like, Melora twists everybody. Like, okay, you once fought in the Madness Wars. That's fine. And she's turned many that used to be friends of ours, loved ones of ours, against us. And we've had to put down and kill in our times in our defense. Though you are not maddened with clear glowing purple eyes, who knows what new manipulations she holds. And finally, Valthira comes in and just is like, enough. Okay. There's a lot. This is clearly a difficult topic, but we need to evaluate what is best for the realm and what has transpired so far. So far, we all have our talismans back. Evelyn does not deny the accusations. With that, to keep stabilization inside Soromir, we shall pass on. We will strip Evelyn of her title. Her daughter shall now take the title of matriarch. The lands of House Tertet shall be seized, and we will be watching carefully over each of the Tertet family members. Are we in agreement? As it starts going around, Morvessa crosses her arms and says, okay. Lyra does the same. Marith does the same. And then Aurelia, when it comes to her, she stops for a second and she goes, I have been informed of a very important bit of information. It comes from some of my best sources that not only has House Tertet tried this coup and caused these issues to occur and nearly destabilize our region, House Tertet had no right to even be sitting as House Tertet. They are not noble by blood. I have information and evidence of the lineage that House Tertet has been usurped by these individuals that stand in front of us, these non-noble blooded people. Eruption. Total
Well.
chaos between people yelling and screaming at such a claim,
Yeah.
being like, "How dare you?"
Which matriarch said that?
That is House Phoenix.
How the fuck did they get that information?
They
So-
were scoping around. Who knows?
They
Maybe
are
they heard us
just
talking about
Maybe
it.
it's gotta be those rocks.
shit is going wild right now as even that catches Valsera off guard, and she's just like, how it is impossible for any non-nobles to use the talismans of Cortula. And
I'll raise
yeah,
my hand.
yeah, yes.
I can corroborate that.
House Yepa just like, this is completely against tradition. Morvessa's just like, this is complete heresy. This is not, no, non-nobles are not allowed to be heads of houses. They're not allowed to run the talismans.
Yes.
Helena Rasmus steps up and goes, it is the will of Cortula to whoever uses these talismans' blessings is allowed to use these talismans' blessings. And it is the way of nature to continue to evolve. So maybe this is the sign that we are not correct in our assumptions or our ways.
Oh man.
So I will
Yep.
mention the memories that I mentioned before but didn't get to describe as the conversation went elsewhere. One of them was of Lady Sertet being told that they were not noble. This was one of the memories showed to us. Another was my brother Thaddeus being sacrificed in the gardens so Lady Sertet could leave when she failed to do what she almost did today as well. She also got my father sick by trying this another time. That was another memory. And the last memory.
And then Morvessa Black cuts in. She just like, your own family, your kin? You've killed your own kin for this? As
I'll raise my
Valsera
hand.
goes and looks at Evelyn. Evelyn, you must speak to confirm or deny these. As people are shouting out and over these things.
The final memory was two other matriarchs bringing talismans to my mother.
Evelyn begins laughing. As you just see the matriarchs just once again.
They're going crazy.
Yes, this is a meltdown of massive proportions of what's going on, of being like, you aided her? I did not aid her. Who? You stole our talismans, and this you threatened our entire realm over, and it is just.
So I assume I recognize them.
You can identify them.
Okay.
Oh
I would
shit.
like to.
Well, remember,
shit.
you recognize
were
the
killed.
the uniform, but they were killed.
They were killed.
Yes.
Okay.
So the two
Wait,
houses
so
that were complicit.
You still know the house though.
Yes, you still know the house.
Okay,
would
so
be-
they weren't matriarchs?
They both were. Okay, so wait. They were.
Well, they were, but they're
they
dead
were
now.
It's the
matriarchs.
two house that matriarchs are the new matriarchs now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wait,
yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
So
essentially.
wait. They were matriarchs. One of which,
Okay.
one survived and one died.
Okay.
So
Oh.
is that how? Yeah, I had to switch. So House Cross, obviously, because the daughter's there now.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
they crossed us.
and House Black are the two
Okay,
that.
Oh, the
figured-
Black House.
I
Okay, okay.
figured that was the other one.
it's
House
like
Black has a
Sirius Black,
scar
you
on
son of
her
a
back.
bitch. They're not. Their skin isn't
was-
black. Don't do this. Don't do
It
this.
was the matriarchs of House Cross and House Black. And my mother attempted to kill them both. Succeeded with Lady Cross.
Rolf Sertet, enough for the moment. As she tries to get reclaim control of this
Reclaiming
unsettling
my time.
area.
I'm reclaiming my time.
I'll be like, apologies.
This how do you plead to these accusations? That she goes to the matriarchs. Morvesa goes, absolutely deny these ridiculous claims. Elvira does the same thing. Absolutely not. This is clearly the claims of somebody lashing out and trying to have political gain at this point. House Sertet is sunk. They're not even of noble blood anymore. This is a complete farce. And you see people calling for, especially House Phoenix and Yepa start nodding along to this. House Phoenix begins saying that they are not nobles. Their land should be seized. This should be, their land should be seized. It should be distributed, and House Sertet completely dissolved. There is no conversation to be having with these traitors and these people that don't exist. Any of them that have perpetuated this knowingly need to be punished. And Valsira is nodding and going like, that would be the act of these orders. But cutting in is Helena going, I do not agree with what he says. And we know we must have unanimous consent on this. This is unprecedented what has occurred right now. But what I suggest is Petula chose and talk to Rolf to help aid and save Rolf and his family. Not only do the stones work, and by your logic, that only nobles can be able to wield them, then I argue that Cretula has either A, chosen to change that rule, or B, has chosen to elevate House Sertet, or whatever their name is, to a noble class. And we should let Cretula decide, just like she did for all of us to send him on trial for his family to see if he is allowed to wield the stones and if he should be the new head of house. Again, you're suggesting a male take the head house inside Soromir. Are you Are you out of your mind? That's treason alone. House
heresy.
Rasmus, would you like war? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
And then Ty Rasmus and his father like step up, and Ty just like, do not threaten my mother. And then she goes, you do not speak out of turn. As the tensions continue to rise. You see House
Can I
Yepa go,
suggest something to Val?
it is out of tradition, but I am not one for tradition. I think this is an interesting idea to explore. Let the goddess decide. I mean, all of us
Valsera
are not in
based.
unison, so this would be up to the goddess herself to decide whether or not what he says is true or not. We have our talismans back. Let's send him back to the gardens. Let's have him go through the trials, and if he dies, he dies.
Damn.
Can we bring what's her name?
Can we do what?
No.
Serafina.
Yeah, we need to bring Serafina this time.
I was actually the gardens, not the pools. Did I say pools? I meant gardens.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You said gardens.
Okay.
You said
Yeah.
garden.
I
I kind of lean over to Rolf and I was like, wouldn't the pools reveal the truth from us? Isn't that what the point? Isn't that a judgment thing?
Is that true?
Oh yeah, the pools of Cthulhu, you can't lie in them.
That's what I was gonna say to Val.
I'll raise my hand. I'm trying not to like talk over
Yep.
anybody as a mere.
As some of them
Whatever.
like give shrugs, like from House Black, still regal as ever. Valsira, just like yes, Rolf.
My compatriot has suggested that maybe the pools, as their ways of only forcing truth, right?
Yes, this is fine. This is exact divine judgment as some of us are looking for, and we will get the truth. And if he is not worthy to step in those pools, he will be burned alive. And at that point, we will know that he is not of our people, of our ways, and on our side. You can see a House Cross, Black, and Phoenix are not happy about this outcome and this idea. But they are relenting. Okay, I think I have heard all the arguments. We have heard quite a lot of accusations. We have heard a complete lack of denial from Evelyn. And what we're going to do is turn this over to Cthulhu. We have our understandings, and we will bring you to the Cthulhu pools for judgment. And we will see if you are honest or not.
Sounds like a plan.
Let us reconvene in front of the Cthulhu pools in less than an hour's time. He steps down. The other one step down. The intensity does not leave. You guys are not allowed to go anywhere. Evelyn is just, as she stands up, she's just like, "Oh, my son." And she gives a shaking of her head. You did your very best. As you guys begin being ushered out by all the security and knights out. As you guys come outside, you can see a legion of Sertet soldiers led by your sister has now arrived. As she is demanding, she goes, "Where is my mother? Where is my brother? Why was I not called for this?" As the acting matriarch of the house right now in this time of crisis, this is an incredible insult. What is going on? And you can see knights just being like, "Oh shit."
Valid. I don't get paid enough for this.
As these are like the general knights for all of Soromir, they begin putting their hands on their swords, and House Taras knights come forward, and Valsira steps there with her honor guard, and she's like, the situation came to us by his request, and there is a lot of developing information. And she's like, I at least deserve the respect of an acting matriarch, as is the codes. I should have been invited to this. I should have been here at the tribunal. This is a great insult to the family. Goes, we do not know what your space and your role is at this time. We are working to our best, but I would say you come with us to find truth at the Cthulhu pools. It is in the hands of the goddess. And she looks at this and she says, hands of the goddess? Where is our legion? Where is our codes? What is happening here? We do not just jump to these sort of conclusions. It's like there was no jumping to any conclusions. As amping up, soldiers are like ready to false start on the line right now. As she looks to you, Rolf, with tension in her eyes as well. She goes, Rolf, what is happening?
Well, it turns out our mother was stealing the talismans of the other houses. And we are going to the Cthulhu pools to make sure that my story is valid.
She looks to them, looks to you, goes, very well then. As House Taras continues walking with you guys, as House Sertet is now behind your group. They do not let Lady Sertet, Evelyn Sertet, get back to House Sertet's group.
Yeah,
She is taken with House Taras' group. You guys are allowed to be in the middle as she, as your sister, what was your sister's name again? It's on my sheet. You remember off the top of the head?
Valeria.
Valeria looks at you and she's just like, told you not to get. As she just shakes her head and fades to the back as you guys go to the pools. You unlock the pools. The houses are all gathered in this moment, and Valsira gestures for you to get inside the pools, and she goes, Rolf Sertet, enter the pools and receive Cthulhu's divine judgment. Be smited if you lie, or if what you've done has harmed Soromir in any way. Let her raise you up if you are innocent and you are in the eyes of the goddess worthy.
Slowly and somewhat uneasily walk into the pools.
As you walk into the pools, you do not feel its warmth and embrace like you once did in the gardens, but you also do not feel the pain or its rejection of you. Instead, Cratula talks to you and everybody else that can hear. A booming voice comes down. Rolf Foxrunner, you have entered into my pools to validate your story. I test you. If you have the right to take up the mantle of one of the great houses of Sormir. Rolf disappears into that, and you guys hear,
Oh, cool.
"You will await my judgment." As you guys see Rolf disappear, and Cratula tells everybody to wait.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Rolf, no configure, I'm a liar. Back to the pools.
Away. Dang. Look at how animated this map is. It's awesome.
Rolf, as you teleport, you find yourself entering a stone clearing back inside the Cratula Garden, now restored to its glory. At its center, instead of the tree, now stands an owl-shaped statue whose eyes glow with amber light. As you approach, the statue animates to life and speaks. No ruler may guide others who cannot see himself clearly. Stupid read. God, don't stutter. You see 3 figures step out from behind the statue. The first is you see a version of you, Rolf, who grew up at House Sertet. He's inside all the Sertet clothing, and those are the years you spent forming your life, understanding the world around you, and resenting your family. The next you see is you when you ran away, when you abandoned your family, the Rolf that went on journeys by himself to go find himself in the world. And then you see another Rolf, one that looks like similar to the version of yourself, but maybe even a little older, one that has been with this crew. This is the Relentless Chase. So with the Relentless Chase, and this is the version that has continued ignoring Sormir, going on with his life without any care for Sormir and their adventures. You hear from the owl, which version represents the truest version of yourself? You can make rolls and checks with this, but you are in a challenge right now with Cratula as you're inside her garden. You can talk to these younger versions of yourself or other versions of yourself. You can try insight, perception, as you try to figure out what's going on here. And remember, the opening to this was, no ruler may guide others who cannot see themselves clearly.
Mm-hmm. I'll go up to each one in turn,
Mhm.
and I'll ask them
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
what are you looking to do with your life?
The noble son answers, I'm going to try to change Sormir from the inside out, and I'm going to make our land a much better land. House Sertet can be changed from the inside, and I'm going to be that change. The runaway says, I've learned there is no change from inside House Sertet, and if I want change, I either have to go out in the world and learn new things and bring it back home, or it's a lost cause. And the last version of Rolf goes, there is no change to the lands of Sertet. They are set in their ways. My house is but lost, but I can do the best for my land by being my best self and being a representative that I wished Soromir to be.
And I'm to pick which one I think is the best representation of myself.
Which version represents the truest version of himself? As they look to one another, you can see the relentless chase looks down towards the noble son version and goes, this one, he is too idealistic. He doesn't know the truth of the world. As the runaway talks to the relentless chase and goes, but you do not have given up all hope and do not even try to fix what could be fixed. The noble son talks to the runaway and says, you ran from your problems and you did not try to solve what could be changed inside out. You did not try in the right ways. And each of them begin to point out certain flaws in the other version in that moment as well.
Okay. I think.
You can make rolls.
Okay. I'll make an insight roll, I guess, to see. Or I guess I won't tell you what roll I'm doing. I'll just say
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to kind of try to look and, as I'm talking to each one and hearing what they talk about, just feel which one feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Which one makes the most sense, which one speaks and I find myself agreeing with.
Yeah, that's great. Go ahead and roll.
That'd be insight?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Didn't want to tell you what to
but yeah.
tell me to roll though. Okay, insight.
Fucking Zach and
13.
and Hunter do it all the time. You're fine. Like, Ritos will be this. All right. You're right, but all right. You're always right. You said 13 or 15?
13, but I think I'll use a second wind to roll a d10. That's the what is that? Tactical mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use a tactical minds because I want to do good on my test.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Let me just double check. If you fail an ability check, you can use
is
the
that what it
tactical
says?
mind. Yeah. So you
Oh,
can
when
use
I
it
fail, okay.
after you know you're below the threshold.
Roll it.
Okay.
You're below the threat.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, I didn't hear the initial roll.
No worries.
It was a 13 before. I rolled a 10 on the
Oh,
d10, so that is
Okay,
a 23.
super helpful then. Okay.
Oh,
So,
easy peasy.
as you listen to each of them, you feel resonation a little bit but then it falls off with each and every one of them. And especially rolling over 20 now, you start to contemplate Cthulhu's trial, what the owl said to you, what she's the goddess of wisdom, and she is asking you whether or not you're allowed to lead a house. You find that your story is unfinished, and each of these individuals are only pieces of you, not a whole. With that, you would have to make your choice, which you can choose to reject some, none, all, one or not. That is up to you to do. But you do not feel either any of them represent you fully and wholly.
Yeah. It's funny, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, they're all a part of me. They're all within me. The wording didn't say specifically I had to choose one, did it?
No?
He's got him. He's got him.
Oh, it didn't.
He's got him on the ropes.
Okay, okay.
It didn't say you had to choose one. It didn't say you had to choose
Yeah.
any of that type of stuff.
Okay. Each of these are all a part of me. I have been them all, and they are all still within me.
So, yes. So then back to the... So it was... So which version represents the truest version of himself? You're saying they're all a part of you. None of these...
Yes.
Are you saying none of these represent you, or all of them combined represent you?
I am saying that all of them combined represent me.
Okay. You can hear Cthulhu, or the owl that's still staring at you, and that stone that's still moving, though, as if it wasn't, like a normal owl would. Slowly turns its head. A leader must understand they are never a complete person. Wisdom begins with humility. Being able to know that no single version of yourself is the true final version of yourself is the humility one needs. You get your, you pass the first of my 3 tests. With that, you get her first blessing, where you have advantage on wisdom checks during these trials.
Hell yeah.
Advantage on wisdom.
Feels pertinent.
Dude, Rolf, champion of Cthulhu, is gonna be so sick.
Just wait until he gets some skin.
Yeah, the skin of the
Nah, I don't
ancients.
want the skin. I want the claw. I want him to just. I want him smiting with a maul.
As you come to the, so then the entire atmosphere changes, and now you see yourself at the tribunal alone, sitting where House Sertet once sat, and it's your sigil now, a new one, a Fox Runner sigil, and there are 3 people standing in the tribunal area, just like you were not too long ago, and each of them plead a case to you. One, a villager, says their village is being attacked by raiders, and they need aid. One of the head leaders of one of the houses comes forward to you, not a matriarch, but just like one of their like top advisors, comes in and informs you of one of the houses preparing a coup, similar to the situation that just happened, and how it will destroy the capital, and they need your aid to stop this coup. And then a third, a cleric, says a sacred Cthulhu shrine is collapsing due to magical corruption. Some sort of monster or entity is defacing it, and they need aid. You can only intervene in one. Which one do you intervene in? Each option will sacrifice the other two. What do you decide and why?
I will ask each one. I will ask each one, I guess to try to, I don't know.
Freaking destroyed him, dude.
Easy session by Ace. What do you ask? What would you like? What would you like to ask?
I mean,
Get him, Ryan.
I guess
Stop you.
I'll make them, I'll ask them to, you know, more than just saying what's happening, make their case.
Sure. So the village is being attacked by raiders. The raiders are going to pillage, kill all the people, all the innocent people there, and take all their supplies and leave. They need aid to defend. The advisor says the individual is planning to wipe out the entire family. So it's going to be killing the children, the descendants, the servants, everybody. So it's going to steal all their caches, a talisman, and kill a bunch of innocents as well. The Cthulhu shrine being collapsed, the cleric says a bunch of innocents is dying because they no longer have their connection to Cthulhu. They can no longer heal the sick in the area, the sick that's being caused by the magical corruption. Each and every one of them have dire circumstances.
Okay. Let me see.
And you may only choose one.
You only choose one. Yeah.
And you must
none of those
choose.
choose all three.
Can't choose all three, dude. I'm sorry,
Not like
Kaladin.
last time.
Please, let me save everybody. Well, then chill. I gotta save everybody.
I couldn't save him.
I couldn't save him. Yep.
Is Rolf
Well-
by himself in this hypothetical situation?
Yeah, he got zipped in there.
No, I mean
Yeah.
in the like vision.
Oh yes, there's no
the
other
area that
matriarchs or
he's
anything in there.
There's
It is
no other
just-
matriarchs.
Nope.
He is the only person on his side.
He is the one that is on trial right now. He is the one that is being judged for what his judgment would be in this.
I will
circumstance.
attempt to pray for wisdom.
Trade for wisdom. So you want a
Pray
Oh, pray for
for wisdom.
Pray.
I
Go ahead and
will
make a religion
pray
check.
to Cthulhu
yes, at advantage.
to bring me wisdom to help me.
Roll a run, man. You're in trouble. Yeah, got an
You
advantage.
said
Yeah,
religion.
because yes, and you have wisdom on these right during the trials because you got advantage check. Had that
Well,
boon from
religion's
success.
intelligence, but
Oh shit!
I'll
Well,
take it anyway.
it's still.
Give him the advantage.
It's fine. He got the advantage. I feel like mechanically it should have worked that way. That's a reading mistake.
No,
You're-
that's a D&D mistake to make the religion casters wisdom based or the religion skill intelligence based.
That's a good point.
That
That is kind of messed up.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess you have to study it.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a 16.
Okay. With the 16, as you prayed Cthulhu for clarity, you feel you get her gut sends images of like your learnings, your upbringing, your religion, what the values were taught of the religion. She doesn't straight up tell you, 20,
Yeah,
20
yeah.
for that. But yes, so she is telling you that hard decisions need to be made, and they're the biggest core value of these decisions is there needs to be wisdom and rationale behind these decisions. So, in those teachings, make a decision based on your wisdom and rationale and see how it turns out.
Okay. Hmm. I will choose. I will choose to deal with the coup
Why?
because coups create disorder, disorganization, chaos. We would not be able to help anyone if there is civil war or someone is taking over for their own selfish gain. If we are able to stabilize the country as a whole, we can help the rest of the country afterwards. But
Okay.
if we lose everything there, then we can't do anything for anybody.
You see the owl appears where Valsira and House Tarask in the center was standing. As its head turns towards you, you hear. Rolf Foxrunner, given an impossible decision that sacrifices two for one. There is no right answer in this situation, but it's the clarity of your reasoning. You pass my second test. Accepting responsibility for the consequences is part of leadership. You try to do the best for the greatest number of people. And that is but one pursuit of avenue and one pursuit of wisdom.
Yo, that's my boy.
To the third trial, you find yourself back into the in the Crotula Gardens. As you see the tree now instead of the owl statue there, back where it's supposed to be, where you just gave back the crown, there is a single pool beneath it. There, inside that pool, rising out, you see the seat of the matriarchs. You hear Crotula reach out to you again. The rule is to bear the suffering of all beneath you. You know you must sit upon this throne. Do you sit on the throne? Just engage in the last trial.
Like, I mean, if I gotta sit on the throne, I gotta sit on the throne.
Okay. As you sit on Yep.
Yeah. I would like glance around, see if there's anything else of note, but if not, yeah, I'll just go sit on the throne.
As you sit down, as you feel compelled to by Crotula, you begin seeing every future, past, possible tragedy of Soromir. Wars, betrayals, famines, assassinations, the death of the people you love. Accept the crown knowing you cannot prevent these. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. That would not be at advantage.
Not at advantage.
No.
Okay, that was only for wisdom checks. Okay, wisdom saving throw. That is a 10.
You begin to feel the weight of all this. even if you want to try and accept this responsibility, the suffering is too much. You can feel your soul begin to break under the weight of all of this, the different ways of tragedy inside Sormir. All the different ways that this world can harm the very thing you fought for, you loved, protect it, cared about, or even though you desert it, this is still your home. And the burden is backbreaking. Go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw.
That is another 10, but I will use my new ability.
Mm-hmm.
If I fail a saving throw, I can re-roll it
All right.
with a +9 bonus.
What the fuck is that shit?
You must
But
use
okay.
the new roll. This is indomitable. I can use it once a day, once
Okay,
per
but
long rest. I
+9?
can only use it once.
Mamma
Yeah,
mia.
dude.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah, dude.
says.
Yeah, I know. You're not making it.
You,
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
reading the
what-
ability.
a bonus. A bonus.
No one's screwing. I know
uh,
Ryan's not screwing with me.
You could re-roll it with the bonus equal to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fighter level. When I
Yeah,
look
that'll
at
be
the
perfect. There you go.
Yeah, so it just is +9 here. It's equal to my fighter level. So I re-roll. Okay. So that'll be a 19.
As you
Like you
feel-
rolled a 19, or did you roll another 10?
I rolled a 10 plus 9. I don't know if I also.
That's three tens in a
okay,
row.
okay.
Wisdom. I rolled.
That's,
I rolled.
yeah, that's why I was like, huh?
3 tens in a row.
I rolled a 9 plus 1 to a 10.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Twice. So this
Go
time
on
I
ahead.
rolled a 10 plus 9. I don't know if I also include my wisdom to that.
Saving throw, so I don't.
I don't see why.
So
not.
I don't see why not. So if I get wisdom as well, so that'll be a dirty 20.
You begin trying to like lift up from the chair, and you find yourself now tied to it, sinking into this throne. This weight absolutely crushing you, and you realize you can't bear this weight. There is no chance you can pass this final test here. This is no mortal being can handle this. You realize you were set up to fail in this final trial, and you are struggling underneath the weight of what's going on. Go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw.
Use my failsafe. Oh man, I cannot roll. Oh no. Yep, 7.
You sink deeper into it, realizing you can't save your family. You can't save your home. You can't even pass this trial. This is the weight of a creator god beginning to break you into nothingness. And then you hear a giggle as the lighting in
Eye
this
appears.
area change from the bright sun and a cliff.
Oh.
Now that's interesting.
What?
That's very interesting.
Bertula loves her tests of wisdom, but I don't like unfair games that can't be won. This challenge is one mortals are not meant to succeed. Even the matriarchs of the past did not succeed without aid or help. There is a solution. You are not meant to carry these burdens alone. To know that, and the world will be changed.
The eclipse fades and everything goes back to normal. You know that Cratula did not see this. This is almost like a blip. That just this was the next moment from whatever that interruption was. He did not know
Yep.
what just happened as you are here in this chair, as you try to endure. Now, with this armed with this new information, what would you like to declare?
What I like to declare.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to add. As she was speaking to you, you begin to see visions of the people who stand beside you. You see the relentless chase. You see House Rasmans. You see the citizens of the people of the lands of Sertet that you befriended when you were young. These are all people near and dear to you, the people you've protected in Dawncall. This is not something you do on your own. You do not rule on your own. It is a collective effort, just like Melora whispered to you, you were never meant to carry it alone.
Yep. I will declare. No ruler rules alone. No ruler can carry all the weight themselves. While they may carry the brunt, they have friends and associates and administrators and people of the lands that help them keep the country afloat. From the lowest to the highest, everyone has their part to play in keeping the nation alive, and we work together to make it so.
The owl appears once again. Rolf Foxrunner. You have the wisdom to understand that you must accept the responsibility of suffering that you cannot stop. But you also demonstrate that no mortal can truly bear the burden of ruling alone, even if commanded to do so. You have proven you are worthy of rule. You are the legitimate head of a house, Foxrunner. If the noble houses challenge you, they defy my ruling. Return with my blessing and choose however you wish to sort out this rule. You are returned to the pools. As you return, there is a glow, and on you there is a clear blessing of Cretula. As you can see, House Rasmus is like, yeah! As you can see, some of the other houses are like, absolutely not. And they are just like, this cannot stand. This cannot be. And you see as someone goes, we will never accept a male leader of a house. As then Tides... Helena Rasmus cuts in and goes, he can be Lord Regent, and then when he has a daughter someday, she can take on the role. And then Valsira enters and she goes, we do not defy the will of the goddess. It is the will of the goddess of why we are here, and we are blessed with these powers. We will respect her rulings. So the tension's there, as also your sister goes, I will not cede my divine right to my brother.
Oh boy. Are we about to start blasting?
What you see is first you see Morvessa Black. She begins coming forward, shouting, saying, for as long as I live, there shall never be the head of a male noble house ruling in Soromir. And with that, you see the outline of a Skins of the Ancients begin to form around.
You gotta be shitting me, dude.
Oh, fuck.
This has the symbology of Pezjun. Pezjun. Bubbles, god of dreams, passion, far lands, and wonders.
Notably,
you
not Cortula.
You see,
Yeah, right?
In response, you see Tide Rasmus steps forward and goes, if you will not accept the goddess's will, then I will enforce it. As you can see a Skin of the Ancients form around Tide that
Brother.
What is
has the
Thorn
symbology
doing?
of Oris, strength, endurance, and companionship with the symbol of the oxen.
Wow. I didn't know Tide was like that.
We then see Marith step forward and go,
No.
the rule of the land, the wisdom of nature, is evolve or die. This is the new path forward, and it is the will of the goddess. As you begin to see the outline of a Skin of the Ancients of Cortula form around Marith.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
As you roll, in this moment, as you see all these rising tensions, you see forming around you is the Skin of the Ancients of Zodos forming around you.
Odo.
Protection,
shout out Zodos.
preservation, and harvest, the symbol of the shield and the turtle.
Bro, he's got the skin.
They're all ethereal right now. They haven't fully formed. But they are all ethereally, you have the eyes of each of these gods on all of you. As the rest of the crew hears the laughter of Melora in the
I
background.
bet.
Dude, she's my
She's
goat.
probably loving
She's
it.
my goat.
She's stirring the pot.
She's
Like,
actually...
this is-
I'm converting, dude.
she's just trying to make entertaining TV. She's like, this is awesome.
The goddess of reality TV.
Exactly.
Look at all these other schmucks.
Rolf, what do you want to do in this moment as tensions are high? Did everything I wanted to today.
I will say it is the will of the god. But I do not wish to upend the nation for myself. I would be happy to allow my sister to rule in my stead. But I would hope that after this that my family will be accepted as part of the noble families of Soromir.
Make a persuasion check at advantage because of traditionalism.
Make a compelling argument against yourself.
Dude, what a Chad. Shows up, saves all of the whole entire, like, everything. Is given the power to be the true heir. Abdicates it because he's a Chad. Freaking guy.
What am I doing? Persuasion?
Yeah, an advantage.
Bro has a Doom guy fantasy to go fulfill.
I was curious
true.
how he was going
I'm
to try and
sorry.
sneak out of that, being like, because that was going to come up. If he's going to be like, I got this, it's going to be like, so you're abandoning your party now. You're going to leave.
Yeah, no. I was like, I can't do that. Okay. That will be a 23.
You see, your sister Valeria looks towards you, a little shocked that you would advocate, as she was abdicate, as she thought for sure she would have to fight you. She misjudged you on that, and there is relief in what you say, as House Black and House Cross are unhappy with this, but feel like they got to win by you not taking power. And Helena Erasmus goes, This is a fair trade, and we will recognize them for what their true name is, and the true elevated household of the Fox Runners. You heard it right straight from the wise words of Cratula. The Fox Runners are now a noble house, and now will rule. Valsyria nods and goes, is this unanimous consent then? We are agreed. And everybody gives their vocal agreement, including Valeria says it, but then they look to you, Rolf, to make sure to solidify it.
I agree.
With that, we have many such issues to attend to, but in this moment, we can agree on what our state is moving forward. There's a little bit of relaxing, but there's still tension, and a lot is still unresolved. Especially, what are we going to do with Evelyn?
Yep.
Yeah.
With Evelyn,
That bit in jail.
Amen.
Straight to jail.
Right to jail.
he is going to be imprisoned, stripped of all titles, and
yeah.
she is going to be...
Make her eat like her peasants eat.
What was that, dude?
Wow.
Make her eat like her peasants eat.
She is still a royal family. She is still a noble. Doesn't it hurt? Doesn't it fucking
Minimum
hurt?
security, 5 years. Posted bail at $3 million. You make $60 million annually.
Ugh.
That gets it. I'm trying to find what the possible things were. It was. I know one of which was potentially to make her go work on like a religious retreat. You know, like basically make her a non-cleric. That was one of them.
Very,
Send her to Jesus.
very
Camp.
Yeah, exactly.
Very-
Time to go to Jesus camp as your mom has to go sit there and.
very common punishment for rulers that get overthrown.
Yep.
You are joining a monastery.
Yes. Yeah, so I think that's the one I know was in my head and I liked, but I thought there was two other ones that I had generated that were interesting to potentially debate. Yeah, I think that's just the one we'll go with because that's what I anyway I had in my note. Yeah, enough agency for all. So yes, she. Did I put in these notes at all? No, okay. So that it is ruled. You will be sent to serve the people that you have helped wrong over the years and served illegally as House Sertet. You will now do as a service as House Fox Runner, as you will serve the people. And you can see her just disgust, pure contempt at her sentence. She will never.
Sweep
Ew.
the street.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
He will
Go
never
pick up some trash.
he will never be able to be unobserved. She will not be free. She is unallowed to make any decisions for the house, and she is stripped of any political power besides the power granted to the protection of noble families. Okay. With that, Rolf, you still have House Sertet's talisman, and there is one.
Changed.
What's that?
Has it changed to a fox one?
It absolutely has. It absolutely has changed to the
Hell
new
yeah.
Fox Runner inside your hand, and it glows warm. You can use this, even though you named your sister as the head of house. But that is part of your right as head of house to be able to do.
As part of the house, yeah.
There is an amber voice standing by like a creep.
I was about to be like, all right, so is she waiting at the? Is she like waiting outside the thing, or is she still at the Sertet house? Like,
Oh, she's here?
She's here with the group, yes.
She was
Okay,
behind Andrews the whole time.
I will, I'm just gonna do it right now.
Sure. The amber voice comes towards the pools. The talisman glows in your hands, and you ask Cratula to aid in healing her. And she begins to experience a trial. You guys have the body parts and such, so you kind of bring those over and, have it in the bag, in the duffel bag or whatever you guys have. And the lights glow. You can see, like, drops of water floating up like a lava lamp up above you guys and soaring through the air in this moment. You can see her in immense pain as her body continues to glow. People witness the moment in which the amber voice is restored to her former body. As the water begins to sink back down, and I will come. Legend. Yes, it's me. Yeah. Me. No, don't make me sign it. No, don't do that. More ways to verify. Her photo's somewhere. I'm not gonna log it. You've seen her photo of the amber voice. I've had it. Olive to brown skin, light brown skin, curly hair, brown hair, in the white, green, gold of Dawn Call. Her robes, as she is restored to herself, she breathes new life as she has glowing green eyes. As she looks to you, Rolf, and she goes, "Thank you. Dawn Call is in terrible trouble. We need to stop
Yes.
what's going on."
Yes. I'm glad you are well.
You guys have done more than anything, but we must return as soon as possible. There's something far worse going on right now. Both the demons and Dawn Call are both being played.
The demons are being played.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
The demons, no! She's a light eyes, get her!
He's in there eating Brando Sando.